Hello students, welcome to your very own channel LWL, Learning with the Lessons. So let's start the first chapter in the history, which is a period of transition. History is the study of changing patterns in the society. To characterize these changes, historians have divided history into three parts, which are the ancient, which is the first, second is the medieval, and the third is the modern. These broad divisions mark how the society, the economy, and the culture and the politics do differ from each other. Okay? So, it must be remembered that the changes from medieval to modern did not happen overnight. So, it was a gradual process which took place over a period of time. Also, the modern period did not begin at the same time at the whole part of the world. So, the 18th century is generally marked as the starting point of the India. Starting point of what? Modern period of India. This was the time when the British became the masters of India. They brought many changes in the different fields of life. The changes were so radical, they were so vast, and they were so huge that they had to be considered as a new period. Okay? So on the other hand, the modern period in the Europe had begun in the 17th century. What were the sources? The abundance means very large sources of source material from the modern period in India. They can be divided into two parts. One was the second primary sources and the second was the secondary sources. Now we move to another page, which is primary sources and the secondary sources. So what are the primary sources? What are the primary sources? These sources include original documents which are originally scripted. Okay? Such as they were letters, document reporters, autobiographies, newsreels, newspapers, speeches, audio recordings and the video recordings, photographs, sculptures and painting, and archaeological remains such as the monuments and the artifacts. Many of these primary sources have been preserved in the archives and in the museums. And what were the secondary sources? Historians study primary sources and interpret them. These interpretations are called secondary sources. These are available to us as by reporters, reviews, articles and books written by the historians. Now we can start with the modern Europe. The modern period is characterized by the greater interaction among the countries of the whole world. India was influenced by the development in other parts of the world. Therefore, we study the history of the modern India. It is important to know about the main events and the changes that took place in other part of the world during this time. So we start first with the Renaissance. The word Renaissance literally means rebirth. It was a cultural movement that spanned roughly the 14th century and 17th century. The movement began in Italy and spread, it started in Italy and then it spread in the rest of the Europe. It aimed to revive the classical glory. The main aim of this was to again start the glory of learning and culture of the ancient period. Classical glory means the ancient time. Okay? Ancient Greece and Rome. Art, architecture, literature, philosophy, and science of this period were influenced by Renaissance. The Renaissance thinkers were rationalists. They asked people to not blindly faith whatever the church told them. They questioned beliefs found on the blind faith and superstitions. People were asked to judge and accept things in the light of reasons. People to observe, experiment, use their reasoning to arrive at a particular conclusions. Humans became the center to study during the Renaissance. Secular themes and depiction of the human form because the focus of the paintings and the sculptures. The true spirit of Renaissance was represented by the sculptors, the writers, the painters, and the scientists of this period. So some of them were, we can take an example of William Shakespeare or Isaac Newton, and there were many others. So let us start with the Reformations. The Reformation was an important movement in the history of Europe. The new spirit of the inquiry opposed the practice of the Roman Catholic Church. It opposed the practice of the Roman. It was against the practice of the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, so this 16th century movement questioned the special position which was being enjoyed by the Roman Catholic Church in the Christian world. Some people spoke out against the church, for they had believed that it had become too rich, powerful, and being corrupted. So these peoples were called Protestants. The Reformation attacked the practice of blind faith. The reformers asked people not to blindly accept whatever the church or the popes told them. They urged people to read the Bible and follow its teaching. The reformers regarded Bible and not the Pope as their supreme authority. Protest against the corrupt practice of the church official was being led by Martin Luther, a monk in Germany. In Switzerland, Ulrich Zwingli and John Calvin popularized the Protestant movement. In England, the movement was led by the Henry XVIII. In response to the Protestant Reformation, a movement began within the Roman Catholic Church to restore the reputation and credibility of the church. This Reformation was known as the Catholic Reformation. However, the division between the Protestants and the Catholics and their religious disputes continued well into the 17th century. Tired of such disputes, some people left Europe and sought religious freedom in the New World of the Americas. So, today we have learned till the Reformation. If you wanted more such videos, then do subscribe and like and share. Thank you.